All right, all right, all right. We are live, 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 live. And while we sit here and put the information into Facebook, I'm gonna let everybody introduce themselves while I bend my head down for 1 second and put information into the Facebook Live. So, how are you? And welcome to Motivation Monday, every third Monday of the month. And I do believe we want to go live again, where we're doing it on the premises of TGI Fridays. Is everybody wanting to go live again? I don't know.
Yes.
You said yes. All right.
Yes,
So it
yes.
looks like we're going to go live again. I'm going to talk about. I don't know. I just heard somebody whose system was that couldn't hear. Couldn't hear whatever just was just said. But either way, we're going to try and go ahead and come back to being in person. Are we looking at August or are we looking at September?
August.
You think August? Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. August. Okay, all right. So I'm going to introduce everybody. You know I can't see, right? So I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves, and I'm going to start with what it looks like is Victoria. You're first.
Okay. Hi, my name is Victoria Nelson, and I am an independent beauty consultant. My company name is Glow Victoria, and I also do a coffee, cake, and conversation forum for women. It's a platform for women to voice their opinions, and it's free zone. No.
You mean judgment-free zone? Is that what you're trying to say?
Judgment-free zone. Thank you. I couldn't think of judgment.
You mean you don't want nobody saying, why you do that, girl?
No.
You should not have been with that man. No, not you. You better than that. Are you talking about that?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you. Couldn't think of it, but that's what it is.
I got you. Not a problem. So coffee, what is it called again?
Coffee, cake, and conversation.
You saying it fast. Coffee, cake, and conversation. All right. Welcome, Victoria Nelson. We appreciate you being on your new iPad. Next up is, I don't have my glasses on, so I'm going to let y'all go ahead and the next person just go. In case I can't see. I think there's Hollingsworth. Is that what I'm saying? That I'm looking at? Don't make me squint.
Good evening. Hi. You were right. My name is Sharon Hollingsworth. I think this is my maybe my fifth time joining you guys. My second time doing the virtual. I think I came 3 times when we were at Friday. I was scheduled to come in again right before the pandemic happened. Of course, everything was shut down. I really enjoyed the group. Professionally, I'm a clinical services supervisor for a nonprofit organization, but on the side, I'm an author of the book, Not Another Tear, Moving from Pain to Purpose. Ooh. And I've developed a training that I would like to put out here in social media world that centers itself around the book. And it's about overcoming trauma and letting go of those things that are keeping us hostage. Because I realize in my profession and just in general, that some of us are holding on to 10, 20, 30, 40-year-old trauma. And so my purpose is to help people to overcome those things, address them, and move forward holistically. So that's pretty much what I do. I love to write. I write songs, but I can't sing. I write plays. I'm writing everything. So
wow, you are amazing. I didn't even know all this. You have to be on Single on a Saturday night. We should do a topic around you. Did I tell you we didn't tell you about Single? I don't really talk about that at Motivation Monday, but you should probably do Single on a Saturday night, because Single on a Saturday night is a relationship talk show where we talk about topics like that, and so and we bring in guests.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Single and I'm free on Saturday nights.
Well, actually, we do it on afternoons, but I will contact you. But I don't know when the next one is. I'm taking a break for a second because I want to go live. We all want to just go live. I think that's the main point. We want to go live now. So that's what we're doing. So thank you so much. And if you could do me a big favor, could you send me an email? Do you have my email address?
Um,
On the
from,
Eventbrite. The one that's on the Eventbrite.
okay, yes.
Just send me an email with your information, and then I will follow up with you on that. All right, the next person, go ahead and jump in. Rashawn, Shonda, Sadina. I think all of you were there. Scared it. I found what I was looking for.
Ladies first.
No, Rashawn Moore first.
All right, Rashawn Moore, Philadelphia, born and raised. I have a charity. It's called Project Feeding Kids. It's entrepreneur, and just all about impacting and helping the community.
Awesome, awesome. Sadina. Or not. Shonda. Catrice. All right, everybody is just not listening today, so I'm gonna go Catrice Bailey.
I'm here. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Hey.
Well, my name is Catrice Bailey, and I am a model, mother, investor, and entrepreneur.
Okay. I like that. I like the picture you're serving up on here. that picture and them legs, yes. Serve it all up. Boom. That's what that model does. Anybody else want to go?
Yes. I
Okay.
can go. Hey, everyone. Just wanted to say hello. Thank you for inviting us up to Motivational Monday. My name is Sadina Davis. I'm the owner and operator of CTL Staffing Agency. I have over 15 years experience in recruitment, working with all kinds of people that are looking for work or looking for a career change, doing motivational. Well, I'm sorry, I was on the side, I apologize. So I do staffing for the industry, and we also do a lot of different things to help people in the community. So, and I'm sorry, I'm a little hoarse tonight, so I apologize. But
You
if
don't
you
have to sing. It's okay that you're hoarse. You're not singing.
I know it's so hard to talk, but yeah. So if you know someone that needs a job or looking for a career change, we got plenty of work, plenty of jobs available. All you have to do is just call me or email.
We entrepreneurs up in here. No, I'm just playing.
Yes.
We don't want jobs. We want our own businesses. No, I'm just joking with you.
And that too.
Ma'am, I'm just joking. I think that maybe the next one, I'm going to find an expert in elevator pitching. I think that will be beneficial to each and every person here, even myself. I have not perfected my elevator pitch, but I think that is going to be my next mission in life, to make sure Motivation Monday has the best elevator pitches. I was in a room on Clubhouse, and each person's, because they were speakers and they were professional speakers, and each person's intro just knocked me off of my feet, which made me not say anything. I ain't gonna lie. And that's not me. I always want to say something, but I didn't say anything. So what we're going to do is find someone who can help us perfect our elevator pitch. So when we come on strong. I am Victoria Nelson. I am a professional at whatever that is. So I think there's a method to it. There's a way it sings. There's a way to be able to solve a problem and have an answer to each and every person's problem, and then hook them in the beginning. So is anybody interested in that whole elevator pitch? Okay.
Yes.
We're going to do that. I'm going to find someone that was in that group. I don't know them personally, but I will get to know them.
Mind if I interject? I'm sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
I don't know if you've heard Lisa Nichols' elevator speech. It is awesome. I actually have an outline of it. I can send you that when I email you.
Yeah,
I didn't use it tonight, but it's awesome. It's like boom, boom, boom. It's really good.
Oh, I love Lisa Nichols. Yes,
Yeah.
I follow her, but I didn't know I have her elevator pitch. But if you
Yeah,
try
I've gone to a few of her events and she did the elevator speech and had us to practice. It was really good. I just didn't implement it tonight because but
all right, well,
I'll
maybe
send
you trying to be the expert in it. Look, you trying to be
no, I'm not. But I will email that to anybody who wants a sample of what it looks like.
Yeah, I absolutely do. So when you email me the other one, yes, that would be great. So yeah, but that honestly, I'm gonna make that the mission that the next one will be perfecting our elevator pitch and making sure we show up in a strong, powerful way. Because I have the same issue myself, and I'm not even saying that it's not me, it's me too. DJ Kid Disco, did you want to introduce yourself?
Oh, I was just here to support my partner.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure you didn't want to say, hey,
Um,
I'm DJ Kid Disco, owner of the grownfolksradio.com, whatever yours is going to be.
Co-owner, yeah, I have a show in the morning, the Melanated Morning Show, that I co-host with Cinda Williams, that you also co-host with, show, on the Grown Folks. And Shelly is my partner in this venture.
Awesome. You're very low. Also, so next time we'll go for that. So I'm going to get this party started, right? Today we are talking about level up your business and your health, or your health and your business. Those two things go hand in hand. How can you have a successful business if your health is not on par? Meaning, how can you say I want to go the extra mile if, hey, I'm feeling tired? Hey, I'm just like, yo, my weight just keeps going on and on. Even during this pandemic, we always talk about the COVID-15, but some people look like they did more than 15, not busting, because I did more than 15. Facts indeed, gained more than 15. But it's time to really get it all under control, because I want to have a healthy business. I want to have a healthy body. So let's get on with it, because our guest for today is our Motivation Monday All-Star, Dr. Khadijah Douglas. She's been with us since day one, and we watched her business grow exponentially. We watched her just really blossom into who she is today. She already knew her stuff, but now she's implementing the business. So when she's talking about business, she's going to give you some of those strategies that help her business grow, because, hey, her business is still going on. And it's what? How many years? 3 years. Oh my goodness. It's 3 years old. So we're growing together. Motivation Monday started in June of whatever that year was. June. And then Khadijah started her business, I believe that was 2 months after that. So welcome to Motivation Monday. She is no stranger to Motivation Monday. She is the Motivation Monday glue that keeps us all together. Dr. Khadijah Douglas of Infinite Wellness. Let's go, Khadijah. Hello.
Wow, Shelly, that was an intro for like forever. I'm trying not to cry right now. That was so beautiful. Hello, everyone. Hi, friends. I am Khadijah Douglas, aka Dr. D. I am a naturopathic doctor. I help women go from tired and irritable to energized, thriving, shedding pounds, all by balancing your hormones naturally. That is my jam. Hormones are my business, and that is what I do. So honestly, I owe a lot of my success to Shelly, because that Motivation Monday event, I was working with someone else and I ended up getting fired like a week after, and then Infinite Wellness started. And Shelly has been, I'm going to cry again. Here I go, sensitive Pisces. Such an instrumental force behind my success. So thank you. All right, so we're going to get into it, because we're going to talk about being healthy and how that impacts your business. So I'm going to share a little story real quickly. So I moved to PA Christmas Day, started a job, and probably by my 4th month in, I had gained weight again. And not only that, but let me tell you, stress is real. So I had a bald spot. I lost a huge patch of hair right here. My hair fell out completely. And that is because stress. I didn't have that work-life balance. I wasn't taking care of myself. The tools and things that I was sharing with my patients, I wasn't taking in for myself. So fast forward, I got fired. Greatest thing ever. that stress component, right? That stress component drastically reduced. And I was able to really start showing up and being present in my business. But not only that, starting to really, I don't know, but showing up for myself and my health overall. So implementing what I was sharing with my patients to help rebalance their hormones and get them back to feeling phenomenal. But I was also able to start implementing it myself, which was super, super huge. And from there, as I started to take better care of myself, shifts happened in my business. I started to get the phone calls. I started to book more, engagements and speaking and all of those great things that I'm pretty sure we all want as entrepreneurs for our businesses. So I definitely saw the level up in my business as I started to prioritize and make my health like number one. It just was a non-negotiable, like buying healthy food, getting, the exercise, the sleep. Those were just things that I wasn't going to sacrifice. Setting boundaries is super, super huge as well. So that's a bit of background with me and how leveling up my health changed and transformed my business. So what I wanted to do tonight is share I call them like my 6 principles, my foundations. And a lot of these you can start implementing like right now, right here, today, tonight, in this moment, and start to watch changes. So real quick, real simple. It's an acronym. We're still working on it, but it's called WANTS. 6 pillars, and they're your wants. And this is what we get to that we use and implement to get to that next level of our health. So WANTSS, we got it, right? So the very first one is water. I talk about this all the time. Friends, make water your friend. Yes, can we all listen? Water, I keep it with me. It's like, it's a thing. Now I'm going to ask you, friends, like how much water should you be drinking every day? Does anyone know the magic answer to that? Victoria, give it to me.
Yeah.
Okay, anyone else?
8 to
What
10.
does your body desires? I drink about a half a gallon to almost a gallon a day based
Half a
on my
gallon,
thirst.
8. Okay, Sadina, what was that, hon?
I'm sorry, I was gonna say 8 to 10 bottles of water.
Okay.
I thought it was 8 to 10 cups per day.
Okay.
It was, but I would just, let you know, I drink the bottles.
Now, those are all great answers, and I think that's awesome, but how many of us here all have the same bodies? Who has the same lifestyles here? Are we all having the same workout regimen? So why are we all drinking the same amount? It's like a no-no. So the rule of thumb for how much water you should be drinking is half of your body weight in ounces, your body weight in ounces. So let's do some real simple math. Let's say you weigh 200 pounds. How much water should you be drinking in ounces? What's half of 200?
100.
Oh my gosh, you guys are brilliant. I love it, right? 100 ounces a day should be your goal. Now, if you are not used to drinking even 40 ounces, please do not start drinking 100 ounces the next day because the toilet will be your best friend and you will hate me. It needs to be a gradual buildup and then to get to the 100 ounces. So that is the goal. So for me, I'm about 160, so I should be drinking half of my body weight. About 80 ounces is what I should be getting a day. However, there's some exceptions to that rule. If you are active, for every 15 minutes of activity, 8 ounces. So then I start to increase because I teach spin, I lift weights, I'm active. So I'm getting some days 90, maybe 100 ounces a day. So just getting the water in will help with so many things. Digestion is key. It'll help with clear skin. It'll help with just thinking. And the reason, Shelly, and the reason it helps with just the mental fog and fatigue, your brain sits in water. That's essentially what it is. All the fluid is just your brain. So in order to be able to process messages, receive information, store it, your brain needs to have that lubrication, and that's water. Your blood is water. Everything, it depends on water. So you need to have that in your life. Okay, so that's step 1. So we're gonna add the goal of, even tomorrow, set a goal. Can you drink an extra 8 ounces than you already have gotten today? And slowly build up. It'll be a slow buildup, especially if you're not used to getting that water. Remember, so half your body weight in ounces. All right, so we got the water down, right, team? The second thing is the A, it's the activity, it's exercise. You have to move your body. Does anyone know one of the strongest muscles in your body, what it is?
Muscles. What you say?
Does anyone know one of the strongest muscles in your body, what it is? What organ is
Brain.
it?
My brain.
I like it. The brain. Okay, that's good. I like
Go
it.
with the heart.
The heart. Okay. Anything else?
The stomach.
Stomach. Oh, so good. We have one winner. So your heart, that is a muscle and it beats. If that doesn't beat, you are DEAD, dead. Okay.
Facts.
So, right? So you need to exercise. When you exercise, you strengthen your heart. And by strengthening your heart, it can beat less. It doesn't have to beat as forceful, as hard. You take that stress and strain off. You lower your blood pressure. You lower your stress. You lower your cortisol. Now your body has gone from like just that like basic level athlete to now you're like the champion. Okay. So you have to move your body. Now, I'm saying move your body. You don't need to run a mile a day. You don't have to do a tough mutter. Find an exercise and a form of activity that works for you. I like spinning. I like to lift weights. That's where I feel powerful. That's where I feel strong. That's where I get to let all of my stress out. But find something that works for you. Do you like to dance? Zumba? Do you like to garden? There you go. Kickboxing, Tai Bo. There's so many options. And let's not forget, walking is cheap. It's pretty much dang on free. Okay. Walking. Right? They have done so many long-term studies. People who just walk 20, 30 minutes a day keep off weight longer, and continue to lose weight versus people who do crash diets. Walking, and that's free. You just got to go out. Listen, you don't even have to go far. You can walk around the desk. You don't have to do much movement, right? Walk around your desk, do what you need to do, but walking. Finding an activity that works for you, that fits into your schedule, that makes you excited. I don't want people to ever look at exercise like, oh, man, I have to go and put this work in. But it should be like, yeah, I'm gonna go smash this record. I'm gonna get on the treadmill. I'm gonna do something. So find an activity that works for you. Generally, I recommend anywhere from 100 to 150 minutes in a week. So really, it's a couple workouts a week, right? I know we have some people on here that do math. That's not my forte. Hormones are my jam. So just work that out for yourself, okay? So 100 minutes, break it down into 30. That's like 3 workouts a week if you do 30 minutes. If you want to go crazy and do 60, that's literally 2 workouts a week. Once again, math, not my forte. It's hormones and health, okay? So that's the A part of the 6 foundations. The second thing is nutrition. And that one is huge. And I get asked this all the time. What should I be eating? What do I think about this diet, et cetera, et cetera. I am probably one of the, I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it real, doc, with you. I'm not going to I don't like extremes. I'm all about moderation. I want you to still enjoy life because we only have one life. So let's live to the fullest. But let's talk about like healthy swaps. What can we start doing today? So here's another question for you, friends. How much vegetables in cups do you think you should be having in a day? Anyone know? 5 cups. All right. Anybody else?
Certain, but I eat a lot of vegetables, mostly raw.
Okay.
And I did change my diet actually from January to now. No potatoes, no rice, no pasta. 10% of my diet is like salmon and maybe some chicken wings when I feel like it, but most of it is greenery. I don't even look in the middle aisles in the supermarket anymore. And I've lost 20 pounds.
Yeah.
Woo,
You see what I'm saying? 20 pounds. So you shop the perimeter, right?
Exactly.
So I segue. Sometimes I go on shopping trips with patients because a lot of people think that, you know, if you go to Whole Foods or Trader Joe's, that they all have healthy food, but those aisles, they'll get you. Oh, they'll get you. They will reel you in and they will make you think that you're getting all this healthy stuff. And then you flip it over and it's a dictionary of gobbledygook that should not be entering our temples, right? Like I treat this as a temple. It's one body, one life, one opportunity. So shopping the perimeter is key. Eating those leafy greens. So essentially, I like people to have anywhere from 3 to 5, even 6 cups of veggies a day. I know it seems like a lot, but if you get a measuring cup out, it's actually not that much at all. And I like people to implement it gradually. So if you're not even used to having a cup of greens a day, then maybe you can set a goal that maybe 3 times this week, you're going to get it in. and pick a veggie that you like. Don't just start doing crazy things because the Kardashians talked about it. Like, find things that work for you, because that's how you stick with it, right? Finding things that work for you helps with the consistency and keeps you on the right path. So when it comes to nutrition, I don't necessarily follow any particular type of diet, but I have certain principles, right? I like to get my greens in with as many meals as possible. I love lean proteins, so salmon, right? Chicken, if you're going to do it. I'm a huge fan of organic, just because the food that they feed these chickens, not what we should be consuming. If you like beef, cool. Grass-fed, grass-finished is what you want to be having. If you like your fish, wild caught, right? So like, can we make those simple changes, slowly but surely? That way we're getting the most nutrient dense things in our food, but also you won't need to rely on hundreds of supplements. So if we can eat nutrient dense foods, quality foods, then you don't have to be stuffing all these pills in your throat. Cool, makes sense? So that's the N of the wants. Okay, now we're gonna get into the T. It's toxins. And when I talk about toxins, I'm not just referring to the toxins from the food. I talk about toxins, and Shelly, I think you can test to this, but it's like all over in your lifestyle. It comes down to the air quality in your house. Fun fact, most people, the air inside their home is more polluted and toxic than outside. And that's because we use things like air fresheners and all these other things that are riddled with chemicals. If you need a better alternative, Shonda's got you hooked up with candles, so we got you taken care of there, right? But these chemicals, the laundry detergent, soap, hair care products. I can't tell you how many studies I've read about women of color and fibroids because of our hair care products, right? Like, that's just a whole nother can of worms that we can get into, but toxins are all around us. And these toxins, once they enter, they accumulate. And as they accumulate, they cause problems like autoimmune conditions, lupus, multiple sclerosis, Hashimoto's, thyroid, infertility, PMS cramping, the list goes on and on. For men, we talk about fertility. We're seeing actually a decline in men fertility because sperm quality has gone down because of toxins. Yes, let's talk about that for a second, right? So we're starting to notice that as well because of these toxins. They're all around us. So one thing that you can do is take a look. What lotion are you using? What detergent are you using? Fabric softener. Take a look and start there. Go check out Environmental Working Group. They have a list. You can actually scan your item and it'll give it a grade, A, B, C, D, and F, and see how well your products rank up. I give people this project to do, and it takes a couple of months, sometimes almost a year, to completely like clean up and tidy up their home. You do not have to do this all in one night. But if you finish your detergent, can you find a greener, healthier detergent? Once you finish your dish soap, can you switch to a better alternative for dish soap? Remember, your skin is your largest organ. So everything you put on it gets absorbed. It's going inside. And who wants that gobbledygook on the inside, right? We want the inside to shine just like the outside. So we don't have to be riddling our bodies with these toxins. Cool, makes sense? One more fun fact. I think they said, there was an article I read, about 80,000 chemicals we come into contact with as Americans in a single week. 80,000 in a single week. Chemicals, toxins, pollutants entering our body. So can you maybe make your home just a little bit greener so that way when we enter our home, that we're not bringing all those things in there. No wearing shoes in the house. That's the last one that I'll say on toxins, and then we can leave it right there. Okay, so that's the T. Now we're going to get into the S's: stress and sleep. But I'm going to start with sleep and then we'll go to stress. So sleep. How many hours a night should we be getting as grown adults if we want to really show up and thrive in our businesses and thrive for the people that depend on us? Any idea? Shelly, why are you hiding your head?
6 to 8.
6 to 8. I heard 5. Patrice, what was that?
5.
5.
8.
8. Yes. 8
I know
is
that
great.
I know that when I don't set my alarm clock, like on the weekends, I naturally get up on the 8th hour.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're very in tune with your body, it seems like.
Well, I didn't know that I was an 8-hour sleeper, because I was, for the longest time, I was getting more like 6.
Yeah.
But then on the weekends, I noticed because I don't set my alarm clock, and I'm naturally getting up on the
I'm horrible at it. I'm good for 2 to 3 hours.
I just, 2 to 3, no.
The most is 5.
Ma'am, no.
I tried. I'm at 6. I tried.
Okay, so 7 to 9 as grown adults, we should be getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep.
It's impossible to get 9 hours. I mean, it's not impossible.
It's not, I'm glad you
Right,
said
what
so
world
it's not
is this going
impossible.
on in?
What was that, Victoria?
I said,
What
good
world
night
is this going on in?
now.
7
I
to
think 2
9.
people talking at the same time. I didn't get it. See,
Yeah.
Victoria, I didn't hear you.
No, she said 7 to 9 hours. I need to go to bed now.
You can wait a little while. You got to wait a little while.
That's way too long. So much stuff wouldn't get done.
You know, and I hear that and I hear you, but even if you get 7 hours, the productivity increases throughout the day. You're not going to be relying on stimulants like caffeine or tobacco or nicotine. You're not going to be reaching for sugary snacks at the middle of the day to get you through. Those lifestyle habits that we have adapted because we're like pushing on 3 hours of sleep actually do more harm in the long run. So if you are closer to 2 to 3 hours, set a goal for the next 4 months even. Can you get 4.5 hours? I'm not saying I need you to start getting 7 hours tonight, but the goal is to get more than 3 hours a night. So a couple of reasons why I stress sleep and not just getting 9 hours, George.
What did he say?
He said, what if you sleep 6 and take a nap for 2? I'll talk about that in a second, George. So my biggest thing is not always quality, but it's the quantity of your sleep. So do you wake up feeling refreshed? And that's a question you should ask yeah. So if you wake up feeling refreshed, that means you had a great night's rest. And the reason why I'm such a stickler when it comes to sleep with my clients, and I get mean, Khadijah, in office, is because when we sleep, do you know how much magic happens in your body? Do you know how much healing and repair work happens while we sleep? If you want to show up and be 100% for your business and for the people that depend on you, getting 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, your brain can't function off of that. Your hormones haven't even had a chance to recover from the previous day. Not only that, but don't think that you're going to be losing any weight anytime soon. Don't think that that little pudge in the middle that some people always complain about is going anywhere anytime soon. All we're doing is setting ourselves up for complete failure internally the next day. You can't show up 100%. And that was a hard pill for me to swallow. So I get cranky and I will say, it's time to go to bed. Let's go to bed. And I have these conversations with myself and I don't fight the sleep anymore. It's, I'm ready to sleep. Could you just go into bed? Whatever gets done, and we move on to the next day. But I know that I can't, and as Shelly tells me, you can't let people die, Dr. D, you have to show up for your people. So I have to show up, and that for me is getting at least 7 hours. Okay, so quality. Start asking yourselves, am I waking up feeling refreshed? Now, George, in regards to your question, the sleeping for 6 hours and taking a nap for 2, no, still doesn't help. That's just the simple answer of it. It doesn't. If you're needing to, I know Shelly is shocked, right? If you're still needing to take a nap later in the day, that is a clear sign that your cortisol levels are off balance and that needs to be adjusted and tweaked. So
What if I do 6 hours and it's just become a habit? I was doing 8. I tried to get to 8, but I'm doing 6 hours and then I get up for a little while and do some social media, do some stuff, and then I go back to sleep for a little bit.
And how long are your naps? Because a nap should be a 30-minute power nap, fresh-eyed, ready to go again. But when we start getting into naps that are 60, 90, 120 minutes that are that extensive, that's only going to throw off your sleep-wake cycle for later on. So once again, it's not setting you up for the success that you need. So if you need to take a nap, but it needs to be a 30-minute quick power nap, and then you're back to it. But if you're waking up still groggy after a nap, that's also a clear sign that something is off on the inside. That's a clear indication for me as a practitioner that we have some work to do. Because then you wake up groggy, trying to get back to work, and now what do? Power, Red Bull, all these, stimulants that you're going to rely on to keep you up. You're reaching for the chocolate, even though you're trying to tell yourself, oh, I just little piece of chocolate there. Let me just get a little nibble. Oh, I need to, you keep snacking, and then the whole chocolate is devoured and it's gone, and then you're going to crash a couple hours later. So
But at night is when I'm most productive and creative. So
no, I've heard
I'll
that as
take it.
well. But when the sun is up, we are up. When the sun goes down, we need to sleep. We have an inherent sleep-wake cycle, melatonin and cortisol. Around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, your body starts to make melatonin. That is your sleepy time. It's time to relax, take a shower, wind it down, put on the slow jams if you need to, and get ready to go to bed. That around 4 o'clock, that's happening. Okay. And then around 4 or 5 in the morning is when our cortisol levels start to surge again. And it's like, time to wake up. Your heart rate starts to pick up a little bit more, your blood pressure, because now we're waking up. So whenever people say to me, but I'm a night owl, I don't sleep during the day, that's just a sign that you have a dysregulation with your cortisol and your melatonin hormones.
Well, wait a minute. I have been a night owl since I was a kid.
You were a kid, and there's reason, and we can do a deep dive because I hear that all the time. People say, but since I was a kid, then there's clear signs that we have to correct it. And what I end up having to do sometimes with adults is we need to sleep train you again. Just like babies go through sleep training, we have to sleep train you again. And it's not always the most enjoyable experience, but it's what we have to do. The sun is up, we are up, right? That's the stimulus. That light is stimulating you to wake up. But as it's nighttime outside, that light starts to dim down. It's a signal to your body, to your hypothalamus, to your pituitary, melatonin, sleepy time. Systems start to shut down. That's what we need to start doing. I know, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Yes.
Victoria,
So although I get my 5 hours of sleep, I don't stay asleep all night. I wake up. I'm gonna try to count how many times I wake up through the night. I wake up and I think it's because I'm probably starting my menopause. So I'm in perimenopause. I know that much. And full menopause didn't start yet because I still, it still comes.
Gotcha.
But it's killing me that waking up all night through the night, and then it's hard for me to go back to sleep.
Yep. And so I'm glad you said it, because my next question was, whenever people say I wake up in the middle of the night, is it because you're feeling anxious? Is it because you're restless? You're uncomfortable? Is it hot flashes? And then I also have to, see, and then it's also, are you comfortable? What's your bed like? What's your pillow like? Are you overheating? So there's so many things. So that's what you get when you work. I'm always asking questions, because it's never just, oh, you can't sleep, here's something to take. It's, but why? But why are you not sleeping? Research has shown as a woman is transitioning, perimenopause, estrogen levels are fluctuating. And as that fluctuation happens, it actually triggers something in your hypothalamus that controls that internal clock, which is why you have the up and down. So it's just because it has to do with your declining estrogen levels. And that's what that is. Insomnia is extremely common with my perimenopausal folks. You could try maca, that could help it as well. You can try GABA as well, but those are just some things that I've seen helpful as well. Yeah, so it's always the why, right? So the question is, are you waking up refreshed? Any problems falling asleep? Any problems staying asleep? Those are typically my 3 sleep questions, and then we go deeper from there. Cool. So 7 to 9 hours, friends, that is the lesson. So that's the S. Then the last and final S in the wants is stress. So people think of stress as just like, you ran a red light, or you're late paying a bill, or whatever that is. But stress can come in so many different forms. We don't even think about it. But even skipping or going too long without eating is stress on your body. If you don't get enough sleep and you're pushing yourself and you're groggy, that's stress on your body. If you got, if the phone rings and it's somebody who you don't want to talk to and you're like, that's a stress on your body, right? Unhealed trauma, George can talk to you all day about that. That is stress as well. But stress comes in so many different forms. And the prolonged stress is where I like to start, because that is what causes the issues. So prolonged stress has been shown to increase risk of type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, autoimmune illnesses, once again, lupus, multiple sclerosis, Not only that, but it increases risk for infertility, increases risk for insomnia, weight gain, joint pain, lowered immune system. So we talk about, this whole pandemic we've been through. No one probably had a proper immune system because everyone was stressed. We're like, am I going to go to work? Am I not going to go to work? Am I going to get the Rona? I don't know, right? So stress is very, very real. So what I like to do with people is talk about, first of all, let's identify where your stress is coming from, right? Where are those triggers? And then what can we put in place to help you better manage? Because usually when people are stressed out, we turn to alcohol, right? We turn to shopping. That could be something, right? Racking up those bills. Look at Shelly smiling, right? We might turn to eating. I will tell you right now, when I'm stressed, I'm not eating anything called a vegetable. I will eat everything that's called cakes, cookies, and brownies, right? Like that's my wheelhouse when I'm stressed out. Give me all the chocolate in the world. I don't want a green juice. No, ew, gross, right? So I'm all about helping people better manage their stress, support their stress level, support the glands in your body that make your stress hormone. And then how can we, just better off overall arm you to deal with it? Because stress, probably out of all of the 6 pillars, is the most important. And as a business owner, as entrepreneurs, as we all are, we have stress, right? So I would say as a business owner, it's setting those boundaries. Like, do you have a hard stop at the end of your day? Like for me, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Friday, whatever, my hard stop is 4:00 with patients. And then I have, some behind the scenes work to do. But what does that look like for you? So I've set boundaries up in my world because I know that when I'm stressed, the weight comes on, the food goes, and I am quick to lose hair. I kid you not. I don't know what it is, but my body's like, you want to be stressed? Great. All your hair is going to fall out. So that's the biggest thing. Okay. So in order to help you stay healthy and help you show up for 100% for your business, just remember those wants. It's water, moving your body, eating nutrient dense foods, removing as much toxins from your life as possible. Toxic relationships too. That's very real, right? Getting good quality, Shelly, what was that? Getting good quality sleep. And then really just watching the stress levels. If you feel like you're starting to get stressed, can you reach out to someone? Who are your support system, right? As entrepreneurs, we need to have that because it's hard running a business. Sometimes people don't always understand that as an entrepreneur, if I don't work and I don't show up, I don't get paid, right? So it's kind of, so sometimes that's a very real mindset for some entrepreneurs, right? Unless you have the systems in place for recurring revenue. But it's very real, especially getting started. I know I struggled with that. Like, oh my gosh, if I don't book a patient, I'm going to be 276 with my sign, we'll work for food. Like, you know what I mean? It's going to be one of those things. So keep in mind, right? Baby steps. What can you implement? And listen, if you fall off the wagon, it is okay. I've fallen off the wagon every other, so many times, I can't even tell you. I've gone up and down with my weight. Acne is real, the hair loss, so it's okay, but just take a minute to listen to your body when those signs are showing up. Just take a step back, and how can you get regrounded and refocused on your business and on your health, right? Because the two go hand in hand. Hopefully that made sense. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Any questions, drop in the chat, unmute yourself. Shelly, we good?
I wanted to say, is that me?
Yeah,
I hear background.
I was asking a question. Why can I let you go first? Sir?
What? Well, anyway, let me say to people on Facebook, Earl, how are you? He said, hi, Dr. Douglas. Hi, Dr. D. Douglas. Hi, Malik is watching. Just want to say hi to everybody that's watching. Thank you so much. Questions? You can go ahead with the question I think you had, Dina.
Yes, so the question I had, you were talking about the water. We have all these different types of water, and sometimes when we drink the water, like the Poland Spring or Deer Park, it makes you thirsty. So because of the sodium or whatever is in it, the sulfates or whatever that's in it, it really makes you thirsty. So what would you recommend? Would you recommend purified distilled water? What would be the best water for us to drink to purify our bodies?
A good question. I like it. So I think it's great that you pay attention to the water that's making you thirstier. So kudos, because right, half of the battle is knowing what it is. What you can do if that's your only water source, I like electrolytes. I don't have any on me, but electrolytes you can purchase. They're readily available. Target has a really great brand that I like called Amazing Grass Greens. And then I like another brand called, I'll put it in the chat because it just escaped me, but you can add electrolytes that will give you even more minerals that will help to keep it in your body longer. It helps to filter your kidneys and helps just maintaining pH balance. But I like, you know, typical general spring water. I have set a goal for myself. I'm going to be purchasing a Berkey, and that is a game changer when it comes to water. So you can Google that as well, but Berkey water filters, they have systems that you can use at home. There's different sizes depending on how much water you drink, but that water, I've had it a couple times, and that water is like it was kissed from the gods. So if you can't get access to that, try the electrolytes. If not, just spring water. You can even do sparkling if that suits you well.
Anybody
Thank
else?
you.
So I mean, I have to attest and say thank you, Dr. Douglas. I have lost 18 pounds since we started working together as far as on my fitness, and I could have lost more, but my weekends be calling me, right? So I lose this weight during the week and I do right, and then the weekends just say, hey, we here. So it would have been way more because I gain weight every weekend. No, I try my best not to be, you know, off the hook on the weekends. But if it wasn't for that, it would have been way more weight, way more weight. Implemented all of this. I mean, literally been implementing all of this. And, you know, during the week, it's really good. I'm on it. But, yeah. So
18 pounds is great. So acknowledge that win, because that's fabulous.
Thank you, because yeah, this weekend was real good. I ate real good.
Free to set you back just a little bit, so you weren't getting to the gym like you were.
Yeah, I'm not getting to the gym like, but even if I didn't get to the gym like I was, by implementing more water, sleep. So what I did was got more sleep during that time. So I forced myself to, matter of fact, I got to bed. I got a bed because she said that getting the right sleep, being comfortable when you sleep and all that kind of stuff. So I got a new bed. Then I started sleeping more, and the weight, I mean, even when I'm off on the weekends, by the time that Monday comes, I lose at least half of what I gained back in that first day because I'm implementing the system that she put in place. So thank you, Dr. Douglas. I'm excited. 18 pounds. Woo-hoo! And more to come. But this stuff is real, and I think it comes with a commitment. And I think once your mind is committed to it, so even if I mess up on the weekends, and I don't even call it mess up, I just feel like I'm living my life. We was in COVID and quarantine. I'm living this life, okay? So I know that's not what you would say. I'm living this life while we're out here being free.
Moderation. Moderation. And you've learned, Shelly, like you now know how to make better choices, even when you do go out, because we've had these conversations. So it's not to say that you're just, you know, in these streets wilding out, eating whatever. You're still doing better than you were. And that's the biggest thing, right? You have the knowledge and you know how to implement it. So I think it's a win all the way around, right?
It is a win all the way around when I implement it. Go ahead, Victoria.
I'm sorry. I think I have like a 2-3-part question. One, do you take medical insurance?
Great question. The state of Pennsylvania does not allow me to take state medical insurance. They don't recognize holistic practitioners, but if you have a FSA through your insurance, we accept that in office. Health savings.
Oh, the FSA card.
Yes, we can try FSA. I've had some people go through FSA, but yes, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, that was one. Dang, went right out my mind. Well, I'm just gonna go to my next question. What do you think about intermittent fasting?
Ooh, it's a great question. That's a great question. And that is a whole sermon. I'll drop a couple of tips. Intermittent fasting, you already have been doing, just in case you didn't know, because unless you sleep eat, you're already fasting for a prolonged period of time. So that's one thing. Intermittent fasting, I like it if it is done correctly. Some people like to just, do like a 16-8 and then eat 4,000 calories in 4 hours. So not really much benefits there, but I like it if it's done correctly. So that's my thoughts on that. Correctly is like hour-long talk, and we won't get into that, but we will during the free 5-day challenge. I'll talk about that afterwards.
Oh, okay. I think my last question just popped in my head, might not be. Do you work with people with diabetes?
Sure do.
Okay. And I'll ask Shelly how to get in touch with you for me and my husband.
And I'll tell you something right now, most people, when they get blood work done and they test their blood sugar, they don't actually start to implement care for blood sugar until you're well over. In my office, when I run labs, if you start to get close to that 99, I'm already treating you as if you're type 2 or pre-diabetic. You should have, your blood sugar should be low 70s, maybe up to 80s. So I don't wait until you're at 99, 94. I'm touching you like you're 89, you're 91, where I'm already treating you as if you are a diabetic. Because blood sugar, I tell this all the time, I would rather you increase your salt and increase your sugar. Sugar is awful. And that's a whole nother sermon that we won't get into, but yes.
Okay.
Dr. Douglas, where are you located?
So I am in Horsham, and then I'm also virtual. So in Horsham, we are at Welsh and Drescher, 300 Welsh Road, and then virtual. I see people pretty much, we're growing across the Eastern Seaboard. So as long as you have internet and some kind of device that I can see you, we are good to go.
Great. I would like to have your information.
I would, absolutely. I will drop it into the chat.
You can say it now. Oh, wait a minute.
Thank you, Shelly. All right.
You should say it now because you want everybody in the world to know.
This is why my business levels up, because of Shelly Shell Williams. All right, everyone. So our office line is 267-217-3480. Our website is www.myinfinitewellness.net. And then I am most active on Instagram, loving that. So we are on Instagram at My Infinite Wellness. And I can also throw that in the chat as well. Looks like Shelly's typing something, so we shall see. But that is our info.
I mean, you might want to check me out because I'm trying to do this right. And I think I am in wellness.
Thank you.
Yes, that is it, Shelly. 267. I'll put the number in there.
What do you think about ashwagandha for stress?
Ooh, ashwagandha and I go back. So I love ashwagandha. However, if it fits you. So there's about 40 different types of herbs. They're called adaptogens that help you coping with stress. I don't know which celebrity made ashwagandha popular, but literally everyone I meet is like ashwagandha, ashwagandha, ashwagandha. There's so many other adaptogenic herbs like ashwagandha that work just as powerful. You just have to find the right herb for you. So I like ashwagandha to take at night if you have any problems sleeping. But there's other great herbs like valerian, like passion flower that can also do the exact same thing. But yes, I'll enjoy ashwagandha. Also short, yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
When it comes to, what do you think about alkaline water?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, money. I think you can save your money, and that's how I feel about that. I have not been able to find a brand that's actually reputable and will actually be reputable. Like when I test it myself with pH strips, it doesn't show anything. So I think the reason why alkaline has gotten so popular, actually, I don't know, but I'll tell you, if you even just stop drinking soda and reduce your stress, that will reduce your body's pH. So you never want to be alkaline and you don't want to be acidic. The body doesn't like either extreme. The body likes the sweet spot, 7.35 to 7.45. Anything above that, you're too alkaline. Anything below that, you're too acidic. Neither situation is neither extreme the body enjoys. And the reason being is your blood and your blood vessels and your blood cells and your hemoglobin that transports oxygen and delivers nutrients to your cells, it thrives in a very narrow range of pH. So things that make you acidic, stress is just as acidic as drinking a can of Coke. So that's why I talk about reducing your stress levels. But things that you can do to just keep your body in a more neutral is what I like it. Getting a good night's sleep, drinking water. If it's alkaline, awesome, cool, but I think you can save your money. That's how I feel on that.
Chlorophyll drops, extracts,
I love
pure chlorophyll. Does that?
It's a powerful, powerful green. It has lots of antioxidants. So, you know, I'm not a huge advocate of taking 1,000 supplements. I like, you know, using your food as medicine. So chlorophyll is one of those things where you can drop in your water, you can put in some yogurt, you can get really fancy with chlorophyll recipes nowadays. And that will give you more bang for your buck. Anything green, I'm pretty much an advocate of, to be honest. Power. And there's power in just eating a variety of veggies, right? And rotating your foods as well is really important. So eating the rainbow is important. You know, can you get all the different colors, because they all pack their own type of nutritional value to the body.
So I have another question.
Give it to me.
Now, when it comes to, because I have my morning routine.
Yes.
And that is me waking up extremely early. So that's why I don't get a lot of sleep, and I go to bed late. But I normally, every single day, I go for a walk. I just love the sun and I love being outside. Yeah. So I walk multiple times a day throughout the day, a lot, put it that way. And one thing I take in the morning, every single morning, and that's a smoothie, an all natural smoothie. Is that okay? Because I've heard that when you mix your vegetables with your fruit, it actually causes bloating. Is that true?
So it depends on the vegetable. So some vegetables naturally have compounds that when we break them down, they release and make our cause bloating and distension. So some things, just think of like the vegetables that will give you gas. A lot of them are the cruciferous, like the broccolis, the kales, the cauliflower, a lot of those. But the softer kind of veggies like spinach, great one to put in a smoothie, that one's not going to cause that bloat as much. If any at all, from what I've seen. If you're bloating even with spinach, there's a deeper underlying issue that needs to be addressed. But I would stay away from those known ones like the broccolis, the kales, that just are gonna bloat you like nobody's business. Also, too much sugar in a smoothie can also cause that bloating if you don't have a healthy gut. So if you don't have the right type of bacteria in your stomach, when we add sugar to our stomach, it can actually increase bloating. It's known as SIBO. So that's something that's also could be worth, looking into. But if we don't have the right bacteria and we add more sugar, that sugar bacteria ferments and then we swell. So it could be either one.
Okay, so I got another question. Does anybody else have a question before I ask this question?
I do.
Okay, go ahead, Victoria.
I just want to know about probiotics and for females, and is because I'm in perimenopause, is that I never took a probiotic. Should that be something I should be looking into?
So that's a great question. And I usually, and this is always my answer, it depends, because I never like to just give blankets, right? So it depends on what your gut health is like. So if you typically are okay with your bowel movements, you're no straining, there's no undigested pieces of food in your stool, by the way, you need to look in the toilet bowl when you poop, okay? So no mucus, no blood. Listen, I've heard some crazy things come out of people's rear ends. So you have to look in the toilet bowl. It is a sign of health, what comes out of you, okay? So if you're pretty decent and your bowel movements are well formed and there's nothing floating or creepy in there, I typically say you're okay. So obviously you're getting the goods that you need to feed your healthy bacteria from your diet.
I don't do that often, number two.
Okay. So this is a rule of thumb, right? What do babies do? They eat, sleep, and poop. Why aren't we eating, sleeping, and pooping? That's always something that right? So something is off. So if you're not having regular bowel movements, which is at least one a day, at least one a day, then that's another issue that we need to talk about. So maybe adding more fiber to your diet. You can try the water. I tell you right now, it doesn't have to do much, but more fiber, you know, whether it's like oats or whole grains or veggies, increasing your water. And then you might even try like magnesium. It's a natural laxative as well.
Okay, magnesium. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
But how about this? I wanted her to tell you about the 5-day challenge that's coming up. So if you want more deep dive into this and really some guided instructions, to talk about the 5-day challenge.
Yeah, thank you, Shelly Shell. So as we are approaching our 3-year anniversary, we are doing an intensive 5-day free challenge that starts Monday, July 26th. You do not have to have Facebook to join the challenge. Shelly has graciously put all the information there. But basically every single day, we're going to be breaking down hormones, diet, macros. I have several guests that are going to be joining us, chiropractors, talking about fertility, menopause, into your macros, breaking all of those things down to really get you on the path to leveling up your health. So it starts Monday, July 26th. It is free. So you get to pick my brain. There's going to be morning mindset sessions. There's going to be a midday session. There's going to be daily homework. I'm literally packing these 5 days with as much info to get you ready to level up, to transform your health, to live your healthiest, happiest lives. So the info is there. It's also, if you follow us on social media, click the link in the bio. There's some more information there. But Shelly has graciously dropped that Facebook group there. So there you have it.
Anybody have any questions?
I have another question.
Mm-hmm.
What was my question?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, detoxing. What's your thought on that? Because you know there's so many people that talk about
There's so many.
So what's your thoughts on detoxing when it comes to like all the different options, whether people are selling detox teas or selling certain particular things, or you doing it the all natural way, or some people even have pills for detoxing. So what are your thoughts?
So right now your body is detoxing. I'm just going to let everyone know. Sitting here right now, your liver is detoxing. When you sleep, it detoxes even more. When you drink water, you've literally given it half of the fuel it needs. When you exercise and you sweat, you are releasing chemicals through your sweat. When you urinate, you're releasing hormones that have been broken down. So estrogen dominance, I talk a lot about that, like having too much estrogen, which is why we have fibroids, painful periods, all those other things that women deal with and think are normal, but they're not. I'll be talking about that in the challenge. Your body eliminates all that through your urine. So you're detoxing already. Do I think people need pills? I think what you might need is like a little jump start to like support your liver and help give it what it needs. But I don't think you need to be doing detoxes and these crazy long cleanses because you're doing it right now. Like we're sitting here detoxing, every single one of you. I promise you, you're detoxing. If you have urinated today, you've detoxed. If you've had a bowel movement, you've detoxed, right? If you drank some water, you have helped support your body's detoxification processes. So we're doing it, but I think there's things that you might be able to do to increase it and enhance it. But it shouldn't be something that you rely on because your body just does it naturally on its own.
Okay.
And there's lots of foods that you can eat to help support your liver, like your leafy greens. They're amazing. Your liver, if you are a female and have any hormonal issues, hot flashes, night sweats, painful periods, breast tenderness, anything like that, you need to make broccoli, kale, cauliflower, all the cruciferous veggies your BFFs, because that's going to help get rid of excess hormones in your body. And that's detoxing right there. So we can detox through food, through movement, through sleep, through hydration. There's so many ways. It doesn't have to just be a cleanse or a program or whatever it is. And a lot of the cleanses that I do come across, they're just a whole bunch of pills to make you poop. So if we can find out how to make you poop in a cheaper way, why not just do that?
Mm-hmm.
My thoughts.
That way your body's getting natural stuff. Don't you want the natural stuff?
Exactly. So that's a great question.
Well, what I want you to do is join the 5-day challenge. Go to the link over there in the chat and get you some of that 5-day challenge there right there. So make sure you do that. Anyway, so before we go, we wanted to talk a little bit about the vaccine, right? Just a little bit. We
Okay.
were talking
All
about,
right.
I wanted to make sure we got through everything. I want you to join the challenge. I'm
Okay.
going to be a part of the challenge, the 5-day challenge. And why would you not want to take advantage of free information by Dr. Khadijah Douglas so you can get your health and body right? Like, like I said, it is amazing. It's helped me tremendously. I don't know, y'all, if you see my pictures, I'll be trying to show it off like that, because Dr. Douglas. So the vaccination, we didn't want to talk just wanted to go a little bit about it. I don't know who's gotten the, oh yeah, my bad. I forgot. I should have dropped it.
That's okay. No, you're fine. You're fine.
Let me grab it so I can put it on Facebook. So let's talk about this vaccination. People are for or maybe against it. I haven't gotten it. What are your thoughts on it?
My thoughts.
On the vaccination thing?
So my thoughts are, and I've said this before, I think you have to just make a decision that you feel comfortable and confident with. It shouldn't be one that you are incentivized or guilted into doing. You have to be able to live with that decision. And in my practice, we have people that are vaccinated and not vaccinated. You have to do what it's going to make you happy and make you feel comfortable and confident. So that's my very neutral answer, because I never want to sway anyone in terms of what to do. Get it? Don't get it. It's not going to make a difference to me, but I just want people to remember we have an immune system for a reason. It's there to help us. And I know COVID has been detrimental and we've lost a lot of lives, but I want to do an even deeper dive and talk about, I won't do it, but people come at me and say, well, what about people in the African American community? And I say, okay, I hear you, but a lot of, we have a lot of the risk factors that make it even worse for us when we get it, like type 2 diabetes, like high blood pressure, like being overweight and obese. And those things right there drop your immune system. I'm not saying, COVID isn't real and it's, whatnot. I lost my dad in the hospital to COVID. So I totally get it, but make a decision that you feel comfortable and confident with. And that is the Rona vaccine thoughts that I have.
All right, that's true. I get it, because I know we were talking about it a little bit in the beginning. I just wanted to make sure we touched on it, because we do want to come back live to TGI Fridays and come together again, because we miss it, and somehow try to still implement the Zoom as well. I don't know, somehow I'll try to do that as well. I don't know how, but
right,
we'll make it happen, because so many people may not want to come out, because they're doing other things. But thank you so much, Dr. Khadijah Douglas of
so welcome,
Infinite
Shelly.
Wellness. So thank you so much. I hope everybody got your questions answered. Tune back in next month. I don't know. I can't confirm that we're going to be live again. I'm going to do my best to work on it. I'll confirm it on tomorrow when they say to call them. But either way, we're going to be talking about the pitch, our elevator pitches. We're going to get those together so that each time we speak, everyone will be blown away, just like I was. I was really blown away. Thank you so much, anybody. Thank you for our newcomers. I see you, Miss Pullman, Alicia. Thank you so much for coming. I love to see your face. So every third Monday is Motivation Monday, and hopefully we're going to be back live. If not, we'll do some Zoom component of it while some of us are live and some of us will be on Zoom. Join the 5-day challenge. Join. It's going to be
pick my brain. Literally, it's probably one of the only chances, to actually pick my brain just like that, because all questions I will be hands on deck and answering. So let's get into it.
It's going to be live and in person and really talking to us. So thank y'all so much. Have an amazing night. Please make sure you email me. I keep saying Hollingsworth, but that is not your name. That's your last name.
Yes. Well, and that's my last name, and it's also my stage name. So.
Oh, Hollingsworth.
Yes.
Okay, Hollingsworth. Yes.
That's my name.
Awesome. But thank you. Don't forget to email me so we can work on some stuff. And Dr. Douglas, anything else you would like to say?
Sleep well tonight, everybody.
Thank you so much. Tonight. I really enjoyed this. I'm going to be contacting you, Dr. Douglas. I've been looking for a naturopathic doctor locally for a long time because a friend of mine told me years ago, he said, if I break my arm, I'm going to the ER. If I get sick, I'm going to the naturopathic or holistic doctor. So I'm not sick, but I want to keep the momentum.
Yeah, prevention is huge. Prevention is, absolutely. Well, I
look forward to talking to you more. Thank you, Shelly Shell, for introducing her to us. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely. I'm excited. I'm telling you, wait till y'all see more weight gonna come off. I'm gonna stop messing up on the weekends. Not really. It's the summertime. I am really going to live this summer. I make no exceptions. I'm really about to go all in.
Okay.
I missed last year. I did.
We all did.
Yes, I'm going in. I'm going all the way. All right, y'all. Have a good old night. Motivation Monday. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Motivation Monday Mentors. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. We are really building awesome and amazing businesses around here. It's not just, hey, we're here talking. We are really building businesses that are thriving and living in this atmosphere as they're taking over the world. For real. Each and every one of us are taking over this world, and we're going to be upwardly mobile, millionaires, billionaires, no limit, no glass ceiling. It's just we're going through the glass ceiling. We don't need any of those. No limits on us. So thank y'all so much. Have a good night. Bye, Alicia.
Everyone.
Good evening. Bye.
Thank you. Have a good night.
All right. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I was quiet but taking notes.
Say what now?
I said I was quiet but taking notes.
Oh, well, good. Take your notes. Good. No, you didn't. We don't always have to be, quiet is good. I'm not mad at quiet. Not mad at all. Let me stop the recording. Something was going on with my internet, though.
Kept changing who the host was.
Yeah, it was my internet.
What's wrong with you?
I don't even know why, because I had the Ethernet cable in, but it was messing up.
Well, it was buffering.
Not buffering. It would click. It boosted me all the way out 3 times.
Really?
Yep. It kicked me out 3 times.
Kicked you out your own meeting?
Yes. But thank God it kept going.
Yeah, I mean, if you're away, unless you specifically India is going to keep going, but I wonder why it kept going.
What's that, Victoria?
I'm on Facebook, but how to join the challenge?
Look over here in this chat over here onto the right.
Yeah.
You see where matter of fact, I'm gonna post it again.
No, I think I'm on the page. Am I?
No, don't go there. Go to this thing right here. That's in this chat.
All right, wait a minute. Oh, and then click it from there.
Yeah, just click that, and then you enter the information.
Oh, join group. Okay.
No, not join group. It says constant contact. You don't see it?
Wait a minute. Let me come out. Okay.
Wait, you know what?
Get a text.
It's on Facebook too. I think I put it on Facebook too.
Did you?
Huh?
Can you do it? Is it easier for you to click on it from Facebook?
Yeah. Yes. I'm sorry. It's on your page, Shelly.
Yeah, I put it underneath of the thing. I'll do it again.
I can go. I'll find it.
Yeah, it's the last thing I posted.
Okay.
And that's where you just click on it to join the challenge.
I don't know if George even heard that.
What happened?
I said, I don't even know if George heard that. I said, hi, George.
I know. Hi, George. George, what are you doing?
What's up, y'all? What's going on?
You just that busy, right? Is that what it is?
No, I had my phone in my pocket. I was listening, so I had to take it out, unlock it, get on Zoom, unmute it. So it took me a minute.
Hilarious, hilarious. We just saying hi.
All of that. All
Great
of that.
job, though, Dr. D.
Yes, great job,
Thank you, George.
Dr.
I
D.
appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
You
you.
inspired me to go to bed early tonight.
I hope he inspired you to do that. Plus, drink the water and all that stuff.
I'll get there.
Baby steps. At least George, I think, was like one of the only people that got close to 7 hours of sleep.
Oh, good for him. I
Look,
did
nah,
good.
my sleep schedule is completely off. Like, I'll go to sleep late. I'll wake up at 7, and then I'll go back to sleep at 9, and then wake up at 11 or 12. Like, my sleep schedule was off. Like,
We're gonna get it together though. You gonna join the 5-day challenge?
yeah. So I missed that part. I heard you guys talking about the 5-day challenge, but and that Dr. D was going to be answering questions and stuff like that. But fill me in one more time on the details and how I get started.
Shell, you know you still live on Facebook.